Hey everybody, Playtendoguy here, and I'm back with another video. Today it's time to hit the road again and do a bit of Blu-ray, DVD and video game shopping. So let's hit the road and see what we can find. And we finally arrive at King's Lynn. Here is the statue of King John. He was born on Christmas Eve 1167, the youngest son of Henry II and the younger brother of Richard the Lionheart. King John is one of the most controversial monarchs of medieval England and is most associated with the Magna Carta, which was given his royal seal in 1215. King's Lynn was one of the last places visited by King John just before his death in October 1216, and the fateful loss of his treasure as his baggage train attempted to cross the marshland around the Wash. King John was indebted to the town for its loyalty and had granted its charter in 1204, which gave the town the right to rule itself, transforming it into one of the most powerful ports in the country. Two of the town's greatest treasures seem to be named after him, the King John Cup and the King John Sword. Even if these dates are from a later time, these treasures are along with a replica of King John's charter and many other artifacts that are on display at the Stories of Lynn on Saturday Marketplace. Stories of Lynn tells the story of the town's civic, social, economic and political life using historic records and displaying fine treasures all within truly historic building. This statue was commissioned by the Borough Council of King's Lynn and West Norfolk in 2016 and was created by Alan Beattie. That's enough history for today. Let's go on with the shopping. Morrison's is the first stop of the day, and unfortunately there's no Raya and the Last Dragon on Blu-ray, only on DVD here. There is also a release of Mission Impossible, the 25th anniversary edition as well. And here's a quick look at all the DVDs and the few Blu-rays on offer. We're in One Below next, and unfortunately it's the same old stuff they've had in for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Nothing new here. time for a lovely Costa Latte. And a lovely strawberries and cream muffin. First Poundland of the day, and it's the same old crap. Nothing new here either. In the second Morrison's of the day, and unfortunately this store hasn't even got Raya on Blu-ray, only loads on DVD. There's also that Mission Impossible Blu-ray, as well as the same old releases on DVD. Nothing really new here, unfortunately. I am noticing a few new straight to DVD films, but nothing here that really takes my interest. There's also this neat Raya and the Last Dragon stand, but unfortunately it's all DVDs, not a Blu-ray inside. Tesco now, and we're seeing a nice new selection of stuff on offer. First thing I'm seeing is Saw on 4K, as well as the new Justice League animation film. There's also Raya and the Last Dragon on Blu-ray finally, and this Tom Cruise Blu-ray box set, which includes 5 films for an astronomical £30. Now here's a look at some of the DVDs. There's a few new releases here, but the only thing that really interests me here is The Swordsman, but it is coming out later on Blu-ray. Here's some of the other DVDs Tesco have on offer. Anything that takes your fancy, tell me in the comments section down below. We're now in the video game section of Tesco, and unfortunately on PS4 they haven't got the new release of Mass Effect Trilogy. A quick look at some of the Xbox games, and the only new release Tesco has is the Switch version of Miitopia, which is £32 if I remember correctly. And the final visit of King's Lynn is Poundland number 2, and unfortunately there's nothing really much in this one. That's enough King's Lynn for today. Let's bugger off to Peterborough. First stop is Asda, and damn, this is more like it. The selection of Blu-rays at this Asda is really impressive. From releases such as the New Mutants 1917 to even the Ghostbusters double pack, there's a good amount of variety here. We even have a copy of Raya and the Last Dragon here, as well as Wake of Death and Austin Powers. Here's some of the other Blu-rays on offer at Asda, and they've got the Jumanji double pack, Flash Gordon, the live action Mulan, Ad Astra and Kingsman, to name but a few. Here's the DVD section, and it's a typical mix of all the other DVDs you find in all the other supermarkets. They have still got that nice copy of The Swordsman, which is quite tempting, but again, the Blu-ray is coming out very soon. Here are some of the other DVDs on offer at Asda. Anything take your fancy? Tell me in the comment section down below. And here is the video game section, and on Switch there isn't no Miitopia, it's just the newest release of New Pokemon Snap. And here's a quick look at all the other Switch games, as well as the PS4 and Xbox One games. On PS4 we have a copy of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, but it is still quite expensive at £55. There's also a good selection of PS5 titles, and the Xbox selection is also pretty good too. Next Poundland of the day, and here are the titles that are available. I'm seeing Cars 3, Kill List, Terminator Salvation, Robin Hood, 300, Die Hard, King's Speech, Ben-Hur, Hurt Locker, Born Legacy, The One and Only, 2012, Ted. It's not too bad of a mix, to be honest. There was a box up on the shelves, and these are the highlights out of the box. Nothing really that special, but it's great to see more Bond titles in Poundland. Next up is Smythes, and here's a look at some of the selection of pops they've got on offer. As well as some Marvel and Spider-Man toys. Here is the Mario and Sonic selection, and there's this weird looking Sonic cuddly toy head that's an absolute expensive price of 30 quid. It's quite creepy, to be honest. And here is the gaming section, and unfortunately nothing really much different than last week, with no new offers whatsoever. So next stop is Tesco Hampton. This is Serpentine Green. It first opened on the 8th of February 1999 in the Hampton Hargate district of Peterborough. It's named after the nearby Serpentine Lake, outside of the centre near the dual carriageway. When it first opened, the Tesco branch was at the time the largest store in the UK, with a floor space of over 130,000 square feet. Larger stores have since been built, however. The centre comprises of 34 shop units, including branches of H&M, Boots, Game, Costa, Next, as well as M&S. Over the years, there's been many shops in this centre, with many big stores closing, such as Mothercare and Outfit, over the years. First stop here is Tesco, and unfortunately there's nothing new here. They haven't even got any Raya and the Last Dragon or none of the new releases that we saw at Kingsland Tesco, which is a huge shame. Here's a look at some of the DVDs, but unfortunately it's all the same as last week. And the final stop of the day is Poundland. Let's see what they've got. And inside it's a usual mix of the same old films. There's a few new titles here such as Mamma Mia and The House, but nothing here that really stands out to me. Anything here that catches your eye? Tell me in the comments section down below. I think that's enough for today, so let's bugger off home. And we're home, people. Hooray. And it's been a relatively nice day. The trip to Peterborough has been pretty good and the weather has kept out with no rain whatsoever. So anyway, now we're home. Let's go through the pickups and posts we've had this week. First up is the games, and we have Peaky Blinders Mastermind. I'm currently going through the Peaky Blinders series. I've just finished the first series and I'm really enjoying it. It's a fun and enjoyable gangster drama. And I heard that there was a game, so you know what? I picked it up. It was 20 quid. Not too bad for the money, and I've heard some positive things. So we'll be trying this out and see what it's like. Continuing on with the games is yet another licensed game, and this one's based on the Transformers, with Transformers Battlegrounds. This one was actually really cheap. It only cost me like 15 quid. I went in the game this afternoon and they wanted 35. So it wasn't too bad. It's like a strategy game, but it's supposed to be really easy, but for the price, I don't really mind. Next up is the deliveries this week, and first up is The Rock in The Scorpion King. Yeah, I've never seen The Scorpion King before. I've seen the Mummy trilogy and the remake or reimagining in 2017, and actually I didn't mind that one. But I've never seen The Scorpion King. I heard that there's loads of sequels and a lot of them are rubbish, but I think this one is pretty well regarded as a fun sort of popcorn flick. So I thought, hey, it was only like £2, so I thought I'll give it a go. Next up is quite a controversial choice. A lot of people either love it or hate it, and that's Suicide Squad, the extended cut. I have it on DVD, but I want to upgrade it to Blu-ray. I have seen it, and it's not a bad little film. It's not the greatest, but it's an enjoyable time. And this one contains a 2-disc set, and it only cost me like about £2.50, £3, so it wasn't too bad. Next to the pickups, and this week's big release, and that's Raya and the Last Dragon. Been searching everywhere for this. Most of the supermarkets had sold out, even H&V had sold out, but I eventually did find one in a Morrison's, and I had a £5 voucher, so it only cost me a tenner. I am doing an unboxing for it, hopefully should be up relatively soon if it isn't up already, so keep an eye out for that. And then today at Peterborough we did find some Blu-rays in Poundland, and the first one up is 300. Yes, this recently came out on 4K, but for £2, I've never seen the film before. It's hard to really say no. I think it's definitely a pre-owned one as the stickers on the inside, but for £2 you can't really grumble. And the final pickup of the week is Robin Hood. Again, never seen this, heard some decent things about it. It's a 2-disc set, and for £2 I thought give it a go. And with that, the video is over. Why don't you tell me what you picked up in the comments section down below? If you could like and subscribe, that would be totally awesome. And as always, thank you for watching my video, and until next time, bye.